Last week, our episode ended at Highborn Key, our first key in the EXUMAS. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. This week, we sailed to Staniel Key, where we're welcomed by 30-knot winds, sharks, and the world-famous Thunderball Grotto. So meet me on that island, kiss me on that shore. Hey, promise me that we'll sail away, and I'll be yours forevermore. Just promise me that we'll sail away, and I'll be yours forevermore. We are off once again. No problems getting the anchor up and getting rolling, but getting the dinghy back up on the back, oh my God, that sucked. We were getting pitched and rolled so bad. The waves were coming straight into our bow, which we knew we were probably going to get some of that. We were hoping that the direction of the island would give us a little more protection, but it did not. So we kind of got, well, I got my ass kicked in the dinghy trying to get everything hooked up. But we did it without breaking anything or each other. Now we are kind of headed out at an angle there. I'm about to head up a little bit to go around that line of coral heads. And then once we get out here, we're going to jibe and basically head straight down the island chain to Staniel Key. About 17 knots of wind, which is what's predicted for the rest of the day. We're doing 6-6 downwind. Now we're moving. All is well. We will see you along the way.
See these?
Yeah. Those are coral heads.
Yeah, they're bad guys.
That's right. Yeah, we're trying to avoid those. We'll go right around them.
Spent days and nights right here thinking about the meaning of life and love and why my heart is beating. In the moments where I find my point of view are the moments where I think of you. Sitting by the window, I see you at the stairs. Can I meet you in the lobby? Do I even dare? I waste all of my time, so what's another day? Will we even remember this? Is it too late? 'Cause I'm not ready to make your move. My heart's unsteady every time I think of you. 'Cause I'm not ready. Call me a fool. You know that when you hear these words, they will ring true. 'Cause I'm not ready.
Well, we are humming right along. We're almost to Staniel Key. We actually have to kind of cut around a smaller island and go also past Big Major Key, which is where the pigs are. We haven't decided where we're going to anchor yet. Either at Big Major, there's a really nice anchorage off there, but we kind of want to be near Staniel, so we're going to go look at the anchorage outside Staniel Key Yacht Club. Some cool places to hang out there, so we'd sort of like to be a close dinghy ride to those. But we're getting close, about 20 minutes or so before we have to take the sails down and start working our way in. Some really shallow stuff on the way. 5'6" to 5'8", somewhere in that neighborhood at low tide, and we draw 5'6". So, we'll proceed with caution. So we have been humming along, reducing sail a little bit. The wind's been piping up to 18, 20 knots. So we brought in a little bit of the head sail. Just cruising along at about 7.5, 8 knots almost the entire time. So we've made really good time and had a lovely day.
Know that when you hear these words, they will ring true. 'Cause I'm not ready.
Right there's our shallow spot.
You think it's time I made up my mind. 'Cause I still think about you all the time. And I wonder if I get the chance to tell you all the things that I never said. 'Cause I am ready to make a move. My heart's unsteady every time I think of you. 'Cause I am ready. Call me a fool.
Well, we have arrived again.
That doesn't make sense.
It just seems like we're always arriving someplace.
And we're always leaving.
This is Staniel Key, Thunderball Grotto, all that stuff, and it's kind of dramatic looking. We are anchored right behind the middle of the 3 rocks, between which flows a pretty serious current, and right now it's coming in. And so we tried to position ourselves right north side of the rock, hoping that when the wind goes a little more east, we'll be in a good position with the rock still helping to block some of our wind. Right now it's doing a really nice job, actually, I think, and it's a really pretty spot. Staniel Key Yacht Club right over there. The main reason we cut our stay at Highbourne short and made tracks to Staniel Key was because we knew there was an extended blow of 25+ knot winds coming, and it did not disappoint.
So it is 1:30 in the morning and we are in Staniel Key. Had some fun times with this anchor, and right now, even though we are in an anchorage that is supposed to be marked at 7 feet all the way around, we have hit bottom. It is low tide. It's also like full moon, so low tide is low tide. It was reading 5.5. Eric's pulling the anchor in. Hopefully we'll get over this one little spot that seems to have popped up. All good. Luckily it's all sand. Yay, good times. Boats.
Good morning, all. Is it still morning?
No.
It's 1 o'clock. So good afternoon. But I'm still drinking my coffee, so it's morning as far as I'm concerned. So the forecast wind definitely arrived last night. It blew around 25 to 28 all night, and then today it's been blowing 26 to 30 steady. But anyway, we're sitting okay. Our anchor held great in 30 knots of wind steady, and we got this for several more days. So we're gonna go try and enjoy the island as much as we can, and then at some point we will move on over to Big Major and check out the pigs.
We're gonna see pigs.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
on the beach.
yeah, pigs on the beach. That's silly.
Yeah.
It is pretty funny. And we just heard on the radio today about somebody getting bit by a pig and having 4 incisions. So we'll have to be a little careful. Till then, it's boat cleaning day, doing chores, we're making water. There are worse places to be stuck on a boat in a lot of wind. So we're having a little shore excursion here at Staniel Key, checking out some sharks. Splash around like a wounded fish.
You scared them off.
Wouldn't give you the time of day. Well, at least you can say you waded with sharks. You need to go closer.
I'm tired of seeing your Instagram.
Yeah. I ain't your Instagram shark. After 3 days, the winds finally relented, so it was finally time to visit Thunderball Grotto, which we were anchored right next to.
Do you remember those long summers? We played water fights, stayed up at night, and dreamed of ways through the world.
Thunderball Grotto is named for the famous 1965 James Bond movie, not the other way around. All the underwater scenes were filmed here for both it and the later movie Never Say Never Again. Regardless of any of that, it's just a really beautiful place to dive and is teeming with sea life.
Those were the days when everything was possible. Our dreams were alive, we had a fire inside. Those were the days. Those were the days.
Something to keep in mind, always visit Thunderball Grotto at slack low tide. Otherwise, the current makes it almost impossible to swim into it. This was our second try.
That you told me we're not two, but we're gonna be three. In 8 months we'll be a family. Those were the days when everything was possible.
Hanging out here near Staniel Key Yacht Club, and we are perched up here against the wall, up against Big Mama Blanchy.
Just Blanchy.
Sorry, I just want to call her Blanchy. So we drug everything up against the wall here to get out of the rain, and just kind of been chilling, having some drinks, watching the sun go down, watching the birds.
It's just really nice and chill right now. So there was a nice little downpour when we first got here, but it's cleared up.
It's pretty warm when the sun's out.
It's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, the wind has been pretty relentless, burning our stripes a little bit. Got what, Megan? For as long as I've known Lauren, she's wanted a pet pig. Got it, Megan. You won't. Don't worry. Drifted away on an ocean. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and ring that bell. And a huge thanks to all our patrons for their additional support. If you'd like to become a member of our crew, just check out our Patreon link in the description. Cheers. I'd be listless and lonely if I didn't have you to hold me as the sun sets and miles roll by.